we're going to break down this wealth building strategy. You know, and many people, they come to me and they're in a bad financial situation. They're in a bad financial situation with the economy, with, you know, different things going on. You know, price of goods, price of services are high, and the math just ain't mathing like it used to. Math just ain't mathing like it used to. And I want to talk to those people, the people that may feel like it's no hope, that they need to invest in some sort of stock or gamble or crypto or something just to pop and try to turn $1,000 into 100,000, right? Which is just crazy gambling. I want to show you guys, and let me see. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Y'all gotta bear with me though. I want to show you guys and share with you guys the strategy that's out there that you can utilize to truly build wealth in America. Okay. So let me see here. Let me see if I can get this up. I thought I had it working, y'all. Thought I had it working. I'm trying some new technology here. And I want to see if I can get this working really quickly for y'all, so I can pop it real quick and break down some good stuff for y'all. All right, let's see. Can y'all see my screen? All right, we're gonna add this one. Let me know if you guys can see this screen. All right, drop some ones in the chat if you guys can see this iPad screen right here, this white screen. I want to make sure that you guys can see this screen. And I just wanted permission to make sure that it was okay for me to pop out real quick. Can I pop out? Real quick? All right, guys. So if you have no money, you are going to use what Uncle Sam created in 1971, which is the credit system. Okay, I'm gonna make this super bold so y'all can see and we can get into this game today. I'm gonna make this super bold, so bear with me. All right, let's make this bolder. All right, so what we're gonna use, y'all, is credit. Okay, somebody in the chat, if you guys can hear me okay, somebody put OPM. Okay, if you guys can hear me okay, y'all can see the screen okay, somebody put OPM real quick. I'm gonna show you guys how to acquire assets without using any of your own money. Okay, so all right, y'all with me? I see y'all with me in the chat. All right, so you got to use other people's money. That's it. If you don't have any money, if you're working at a dead-end job, paycheck to paycheck, you have to use other people's money to build wealth in America. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to focus when you're using other people's money, you got to pay it back. This ain't grant money that we talking about. This ain't free money that we talking about. When you're using other people's money, what we talking about is debt that you have to pay back, that you're responsible for, is somebody that's going to want their money back. Okay, so we got to make sure that when we use other people's money, we have the ability to actually pay it back and stay in good standing with our plug, with the people that's giving us the money. Okay, so with that being said, what we're going to do here, y'all, is we're going to put the money into IPA. Somebody put IPA in the chat if y'all can hear me okay. Put IPA in the chat if you can hear me okay. What I mean by IPA is income producing assets. Income producing assets. Solo, what do you mean by IPA? What do you mean by income producing assets? I mean assets that put money in your pocket. Okay? Assets that put money in your pocket. Solo, give me some examples of these income producing assets. Okay. So when I'm talking about things that can put money in your pocket, I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about stocks. I'm talking about bonds. I'm talking about cryptocurrency. I'm talking about business, right? I like business the most. Can't spell it tonight, but I like this the most, right? So we take the credit because we got to pay it back. We take the credit. We don't run off with the people's money. We take that credit and we put it into income producing assets that put money in our pocket, like real estate, like stocks, like bonds, like cryptocurrency, like business, right? So how we do that is we have to make sure that we properly structure. So we need a 700 or above credit score to play the game. 700 or above credit score to play the game. You need 3 to 5 primary accounts. Right? What I mean by that, that's credit cards. Hope y'all taking some notes. That's personal loans, personal line of credits, right? That's in our name that we're responsible for, that we pay back every month, right? So that's what they care about. What can you show that you pay back every month? Not what Mr. Jones pay back, not what your mama pay back, not what your spouse pays back, but what you can pay back. So it got to be primary accounts that's in your name that you're responsible for, that you actually pay for. Okay. Next thing. So you want those primaries, those credit cards. Ideally, you want to have like a 10K plus limit on them, right? That's going to get you in the game and make some things move fast. You want that 10K or above limit. All right. So once you get that, so no derogatories, no negative items, right? You want low inquiries, no more than 3 to 4 inquiries on per bureau. Y'all got to excuse my handwriting, so I'm reading it out, in the last 12 months. All right, so if we got that so far, somebody put make sense in the chat. If you guys are with me so far, put make sense in the chat, just so I see that y'all got it. So again, this is how we're going to get all the money that we want. Access to anybody's money that we want. This is what is going to need to qualify. 700 or above credit score, 3 to 5 primary accounts, 10K limits or above. No derogatories, no negatives, and then 3 to 4 inquiries. Does that make sense? Put make sense in the chat if that makes sense. All right. So after that starts making sense to you, okay, we're going to take that credit that we get and then we're going to put into IPAs, okay, income producing assets, right? So for example, the income producing asset that I'm going to show you guys today is going to be a cash flowing business. All right. It's very difficult to start a successful business in America from scratch and make it to where it's over 7 figures. It's very difficult. It's not an easy thing to do. Right. So I always recommend if a person comes into 100, 300, $400,000 like some of y'all want, I always recommend that you take this money and you put it into something that's already kicking out money, which is a cash flow producing business. If you guys are following me, put cash flow in the chat. If you guys are following me so far, put cash flow in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys are following me tonight while I'm breaking down this wealth building game for you guys. If y'all with me so far, put cash flow in the chat. I want to make sure y'all following me as I'm breaking down this wealth building game where you can go from 0 to 100 real quick, like they say in the streets, 0 to 100 real quick by using other people's money. All right. So somebody with me down there. Somebody with me. All right, so let's get back to it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to find some good businesses. Right? You go to this website called bizbuysell.com. Right? You go to this website called bizbuysell.com and you start searching for businesses that are good businesses that's making money already. This is the filters. So I put $500,000 in minimum price range, and I made sure that we at least make $300K a year in positive cash flow right there. So I hit apply. When I hit apply, a whole bunch of businesses pop up with a whole bunch of different options and offerings there. Okay. One that caught my eye was this cleaning business. Right? So the cleaning business, they're asking for $1.3 million. $1.3 million. That's it. The gross revenue is $600,000. That means that's how much money they're making per year. That's about $50,000 a month. And then they make $300K in positive cash flow. So that's all your profit, $300,000. And the cool thing is you only have to spend $1.3 million to get into it. All right. So Solo, I don't have that type of money. What do I do to get in and get businesses like this? Well, what you do is you go to the game, you go to the banks. Right? With that good credit that I showed y'all, the directions on how to get, you go to the banks with that good credit, right? That 700 or above credit, you take that to the banks and then they start spitting out money to you. Right? So you get real strategic. You get real strategic. Somebody said it's too much. I'm going to show you how you can do it without using your own money. So you go to banks that offer business credit cards. You got Chase, you got Bank of America, you got Truist, you got Wells Fargo, you got Amex, right? You got so many places. You got so many places, so many options. You got Navy Federal. Y'all love Navy Federal, right? They'll give you a business credit card. So many different places that give you business credit cards. What you want to know from this place is what products actually offer 0% business credit cards, right? Which ones offer 0%? At Chase is the Chase Inc. and the Chase Inc. Cash. Okay, those both offer 0%. Bank of America got like 4 credit cards that offer 0% interest funding, right? And it's for a time period. It's for 6 to 12 months. So it ain't going to be 0% forever, but it's going to be for 6 to 12 months, which is enough time for us to get into a business that's making us money and then use that money to make us more money. Right? Somebody put more money in the chat if y'all following me. Truist, they got 2 credit cards that you guys can get. Wells Fargo, they got a credit card. Amex, they got a credit card that's 0% interest. And Navy Federal, they just got 1 credit card that's not 0% interest. So we're going to focus on the ones up here. All right. So let's say, for example, Amex give us $25K. They're going to pull Experian. It's super important to know what bureaus they pull. Wells Fargo is going to pull Experian. All right, let's say they throw us another $25K there. Truist, you can double dip. I just had a client get $50K from them, so we're going to put that on here, right? He got 2 credit cards through Truist for $50,000, okay? Bank of America, again, they got like 4 credit cards that offer 0% interest. Let's just say they give us $25K. And Chase is one of our big dogs. Chase, they offer up to $150,000 at 0% interest per Social Security number. So let's just say we grab 75. We'll keep it real regular. Let's just say we grab 75K from Chase. You start adding that up. 100, 150, 175, 200,000. So we got $200,000 to play with, right? Without any docs, right? Somebody put no docs in the chat. What I mean by that is no bank statements. No taxes. Right? No bank statements, no taxes, no P&Ls. Right? Just our good personal credit that we took into these banks, plus our LLC or corporation that we got. Okay? Plus our LLC or corporation that we got. All right. So now we take that $200,000 and we could go to places like plastic.com and pull that up for y'all. Instead of typing it out, pull that up for y'all real quick. We can go to plastic.com, and with plastic.com, they will allow us to do what? Pay by credit card. Pay by credit card. Somebody said, are these personal guarantee? Yes, everything is personal guarantee unless you got an asset to pay for your lack of a personal guarantee, which most people don't. You got to have some income producing assets first to cover you not needing a personal guarantee. And most people don't have that. So yes, you got personal guarantees. No way around it. Right? You ain't going to get no real money without no personal guarantee in 2025. That's what it is. So we got this plate like plastic. So you can go here and you can pay with a credit card. So you can buy this business, right, using a credit card for 10%. Solo, where you come up with that 10%? Well, the SBA has a program called the 7A loan, and they allow you to put 10% down to purchase assets. Okay. So again, we got the 200K in credit cards. So we're going to take 10% of that 1.3 million, which is $130,000. Right. So we got 200K minus 130,000. So we got $70,000 in credit left to play with and keep as reserves. Okay, so we're going to take that 130,000 and we're going to put that in that cleaning company. At the beginning, I showed you guys that the cleaning company makes $300,000 in profit per year. Somebody said drop some fire emojis because he burning it down. The cleaning company makes $300,000 in profit per year. So you're going to take that $300,000 in profit that the cleaning company is making, and you're going to use that money to pay off your $130,000 in credit card debt at 0% interest before that time period runs out. Right? So this is about, let's call it $13,000 a month. Somewhere in there is what you're going to take to pay, that $300,000. You're going to pay about $13K a month for 10 months to pay that $130,000 off. So now after your first year, you're going to be left with about $170,000 in profit. So you're going to make money. That's almost $15,000 a month, rounding up, for owning that business, and you acquired it without any money down. You got to pay attention, Tone. Got to pay attention because we locked in. You acquired that for any money down. Now, year 2 come in, and now you at 300. You done made 300 because all your debt is gone. Year 3 come in and you done made 300 again. If you do nothing to that business and don't mess it up and keep it running exactly how it's running right now, same employees, same system, you're going to make $300,000 year over year over year. Right? And then when you get tired of that business, you can flip it and you can sell it for that $1.3 million again. After you done made all your profits for a couple of years. Right? And that is the game, y'all. That is how you have the ability, that is the technique that you use to literally take yourself with no money, because you don't need, I showed y'all how to do it without having any money. You don't need to have a lot of money to get access to business credit. All you need is the know-how. You need the information on how to actually get access to business credit. Okay? And with that, y'all, with that, if you comment the word fund in the chat, what you're going to do is you're going to look and check your DM, and you're going to get a message there that shows you how to work with us and get the help getting that $200,000. Right? Yeah, I just showed you how to pay the business credit back after 1 year, because the business that you buy, you're instantly walking into $300K. Instantly. You just walked into $300,000 a year, and you got in with $130,000. That wasn't your money. $130K wasn't your money. Right? So you're going to take that $300K. I know I might have said it too fast. You take that $300K from the cleaning company, and break that down again. Take the money from the cleaning company. Right? Here, I'm going to pull up this other screen. Just so y'all missed it. Cleaning company making $300,000. Right? Cleaning company making $300,000. Right? So you take that $300,000 in income from that cleaning company, and you pay off your credit card debt. You take that $300,000 and you pay off that $130K of credit card debt that you just got to buy the business. Remember, you use that to buy the cleaning business. You're going to take this income and this revenue, this all the money right here that you just got, and you're going to take that money and knock it out, that $130,000 in debt. So you're going to end up with $170,000 in profit your first year. And then again, if you do nothing to that business, you don't change anything, year 2, you collect $300,000. Year 3, you collect $300,000. Year 4, you collect $300,000. Year 5, you collect $300,000. Okay, that's how that works. That's the game. You use other people's money to buy income producing assets. Can you share the filters used to find the cleaning company on BizBuySell? Absolutely. Absolutely. So bizbuysell.com. Let's go to the top. Let's go to the top. We type in bizbuysell.com. We're going to go to the top. So bizbuysell.com. All right. I'm in Texas, so it automatically populated Texas. All right. So I just hit search for all industries. And what I did was go to more filters, and I did $300,000 in gross revenue, or my bad, in cash flow. $300,000 in cash flow. And then the price range for the businesses start at $500,000. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for businesses that are at least $500,000 that makes us $300K a year. Okay. And then I put those two filters in. I scroll down. You got a lot of options. It ain't just the cleaning company. You got a lot of options. The cleaning company just, stuck out to me as just a option that maybe I would consider, right? But look here. Here's a HVAC contractor, attic insulation and home repair in Houston, right? This business is priced at $500,498. Okay. And the revenue on this business is $1.6 million, almost $1.7 million. Okay. The cash flow from that business is $566,000. It's a lot of money there. It's good money. So you only need, for this business, you need less than $50K to actually get in this business. That's not bad. But what it sounds like is it might sound like a job. It kind of sounds like it's a job, right? This company is a comprehensive service provider in Texas, originally launched as an AC contractor 22 years ago. They have expanded to over 10 independent technicians across the state. Maybe it's not a job. Okay, I thought this was a solo type of thing. Their services include air duct, cleaning, HVAC, insulation, and so on, right? This price point is a red flag to me. It's too good. The price point is too good. It's too cheap. It's too good. You know, it's a reason why this business is so cheap, right? And we would have to dive in, do due diligence to figure out why that business is so cheap, because they're selling the business for less, way less than what is profiting each year, right? Maybe they're trying to get out of it. The owner might be sick. I don't know. Right? Oh, the reason's not strong enough. It says that the owner is moving. So I don't believe that. Right? It says reason for selling is moving. That don't really sound right. Right? That's kind of like a red flag to me. Okay? So, you know, I don't know about this one, but the numbers look good. Okay? Again, technically, for a 7A loan, you would need only $50,000 to get in this deal. Okay? And we can easily get $50K in a 0% interest business credit card and have the business pay the debt back in its first year. And that's the game. Again, guys, if you want help executing this strategy, if you need access to the capital, right? I got strategies, I got exit strategies, I got resources just like this. I can have somebody hold your hand and help you acquire business. I can have someone hold your hand and help you invest in real estate. Okay? All these different things that we got access to, just comment the word fund, talk to the team, schedule your call, and we got you. We can take care of you. We got you. We can take care of it. Okay? So comment the word fund. We got you, and we can take care of you. All right? Y'all DM me that word fund. Schedule your consultation, and we got you. Peace and love. Hope y'all enjoyed this call tonight. Let's go.